back to Minecraft, where we are building the Burrell class bird of prey. We are in episode 8, and we are getting a lot closer to being done with the exteriors of this ship. So I'm just kind of going through and doing a little bit of house cleaning here. Oops, just put that in for right now. Cleaning up all of this stuff that I put down at the bottom for to kind of outline the ship and everything. So going through that, I've went ahead and we'll take a look at here in a minute. You can well, actually, I'll show you right now. Almost finished. I mean, with the exterior. I mean, I've gotten the underside of the wing. It's not quite the way I was hoping that it would look, and there might be a little addition that I might change, which we'll take a look at it in closer look at it in a minute. But yeah, if the I still need to copy this side to that side right there, and there's still some exterior details that I want to try to kind of beautify and try to add a little bit more detail in. But we're getting closer to that. So with that being said, I'm already starting to kind of focus a little bit more on the inside as well, which is what we are going to be doing today. Yeah, I'm just putting these blocks down because mostly just to light it up, but mostly just because I'm just a little bit lazy right now. I don't want to go in and have to try to find that iron block again. So, but yeah, it took me a little bit of time to try to work on the details of the wing. It was one of the longest, most tedious things that I had to do, and I'm not 100% happy with it. I mean, when you're up close, but when you start to get far enough away, it starts to look pretty good. So let's go ahead and do kind of an aerial view here. I mean, from that angle, it doesn't look too bad. From that far away. That's the thing about Minecraft. And from the top, not too bad once you look at it from a certain angle. Once you get up on top, kind of. I mean, it gets the point across. And I've also added in some exterior details on hull plating and stuff, as you might say, changing some of the colors around, as you can see right there. Let's see, we have it, right here on the underside. Added that little bulb at the bottom, added that in. Let's run over here to take a look at that real quick. And yeah, you can see we did, some of these little extra details here in the front portion of the ship, added in some extra details. All that does is just kind of break the monotony of just having that one singular color. And there's still some more stuff that I'm going to change. So the outside is not 100% complete, but it's getting pretty close to the point. I mean, once I go ahead and I'll be doing that today, copy this wing over to that wing. I mean, I would say I still got to finish this. Um, yeah, I still like kind of doing that. It looks more like it's more of a technological type thing. So let me go ahead and swap this out and take care of this. But I say it's pretty close to where if I could probably release it as kind of a temporary, model, for anybody that wants to, only have an exterior and not an interior, so they can do that. And I might actually do that. I might have just an exterior only model release for if anybody just wants to use it or, create their own interior models, they can. Whoops, I want to do that and that. But, whoops. So let me go ahead and take care of this real quick. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right. So yeah, once this side gets modeled, I think it'll look pretty good. Um, but yeah, started working on the inside. Since I'm done with the exterior, I don't really have a way to get into. Well, I do have a way right there, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So let's take a closer look at some of these details. I'm going to go ahead and I kind of like that, but I'm going to try it also with some of the. I'm going to try to use the wood fence posts more than the iron fence posts. Because I mean, once from a certain angle, especially when it's like that, it really doesn't quite give the look of wood, and the brown seems to go better with these greens than that silver does. I mean, I put some silver on some of the outside. If we go look over here, I think I put it over here. Yeah, right over here. I mean, here's the silver, the iron bars. Doesn't look all that good. I mean, maybe a little bit, in small details, but long runs doesn't look that good, or in my opinion. But we go back here. I'm done with all of this. I mean, the engines, I think I'm pretty kind of happy with. When the lights out, that tends to light up. That tends to light up. No, actually, I'm going to leave that alone. But yeah, it's pretty much done. But we're starting to work into the interiors, but I don't really have much of a way to get into the interiors except for if I go over here, push this button, boom, it immediately transports me into the ship. Whereas you can see, I already started kind of working on the interiors. We all know about the front portion of the ship here, of the bridge area, which for the most part I'm calling done. I'm going to probably try toying around with a few little subtle things, but nothing terribly so. That's looking pretty good. I wish there was a way I could try to get more red light in here. I was trying to use, somebody mentioned about um, using uh, windows and stuff to try to get that ambient light, but surprisingly that the it doesn't change the color of the light that much when you put the windows in. Plus, it once again limited space. We still need to put doors here, and I got a way to do that using command blocks, which we'll go over that when I fix that. There's going to be doors here that closes off the neck portion area. Then we go into here where we're starting to kind of work on the rooms. So what I did was with that command block outside is kind of like teleported back inside. I had to create that little door to get out, and I started working on this because now that I got a way to teleport in, I needed a way to teleport out. So I'm going to have to create a teleporting room or teleport room, which I'm thinking would be right around here. My initial thinking is right here would be armory, which I don't know if there's a way that I could really build, or display gun. I'll look into it. There might be ways I could probably do it, but that would be kind of armory. It doesn't have to be very big because this is a ship that only has about a dozen or maybe a few more men in it. But we got armory there, and we'll probably have the transporter room. I'll probably make that a little bit bigger. Then we start going into like mess hall and officer quarters, and then crew quarters and stuff. And up above here we'll have a couple of additional rooms which I haven't quite thought up of yet. And uh, and engineering is up there. Engineering is back there. And then here we have the infamous, um, you know, um, oh darn it, I can't believe I just forgot what the name was. What to call it? What the name escapes me. Cargo bay area, which I've seen some designs I've seen. They place the cargo area up at the top because the movie, you see them put the glass plates down in from the top. But but it seems like to me for this type of ship, it would make a lot more sense to have the cargo down at the bottom. That's just me personally, and that's the way I'm going to go ahead and kind of design it. I might need to probably, I'll work on that later. That's just, I'm going to put the cargo down at the bottom. And to me, that seems like it would just make a little bit more sense. And we'll go over that a little bit more later. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of cut out here. And I'm going to go back outside and take this into MC Edit and clone that to that side. And we'll take a closer look at that. And then we'll start coming inside and kind of working on looking at the layouts of some of these crew quarters. And I'll try to get some of this done. So, all right, I'll be right back. We are back, and there it is. For the most part, I would have to probably go ahead and say it is 95% completed on the outside. Copied this side to that side, made sure that everything is lining up properly. I know once I go through it again for a final look-see, there's going to be a couple little details that I might see that I might want to change, especially with the kind of the wing deco pattern that's on the top. I might still want to probably change that around a little bit and add a couple little extra small little details and things, especially on the underside. I was going to try something. I know I was looking at it once before, but I was toying around with the idea of every once in a while replacing that with these right there to kind of give it more of a 3D look, Or actually, it'd be more like that. But probably not. I don't know. I'll toy around with it on a later date. Um, that's orange wool. Did I get rid of my orange wool? No, there it is. All right. But with the outside being for the most part done, I got rid of all that. For the most part being done, that means I can go ahead and start to move on onto the interior. I didn't want to finish the interior too much while I'm still working on the outside because if I model what I do on that side, when I mirror it, it's going to mirror on this side, and so I didn't want to undo anything that I did. So let's go over here and beam up into it and worked a little bit on the inside. As you can see, got this bottom platform here done, got this area here done, or not done, but started kind of working on this area. I'm thinking right here is where we're going to do the transporter. I'm trying to remember how big their transporter room was. I don't think it was terribly that big, and I might want to look back into the clips from the movie just to see how it was laid out. But yeah, I think like right around here, I'll try to have one of, let's see. Okay, I got one of those. Let me try something like, yeah, like that, or maybe one of those others upside down stairs, and then kind of have this black, there we go, the black carpet on top of it to look like it's a control panel, right there. And then here will this little area right here will be the transporter pedals and transporter room, possibly. You got stairs worked out. We got, because a small ship like this, I don't see a reason why they would have, turbo lifts. I mean, they're Klingons, they're hardy. They don't mind walking a little bit. So, they can walk up here into this little section, which I'll try to figure out what to do. I'm trying to think, what was I planning to do here? What was this? I do not remember doing this. I mean, I must have done it, but I don't remember doing it. They have here and here they can have like a little viewport windows they can look out. Uh, then there'll be another set of stairs that go up into these areas, which these areas here, um, don't know what I want to do with these areas. I mean, as spacious as these areas are, and given that there's windows, it almost seemed like these would be good for, you know, captain's quarters. Like this side right here is the captain's quarters, and this side right here maybe is second in commander's quarters or something. I don't know. It's just there's windows in the model, so I don't know, what those are supposed to technically be in that area. So once again, I mean, up here is where they usually had the cargo bay, but I don't agree with that. But yeah, they come this way up there, then they go down here. Down here is going to be where the new cargo bay is at. There's going to be now I'm going to now looking at it because I want to put the ramp that exits out back around here. So I'm probably going to cut this off and scale it down, and then have like a little. Um, Let me do this real quick. Okay, I already kind of did it. Because back here is going to be engineering, and don't know exactly still where it's going to be, but let's say like right here is going to be I mean, there's engine, so let's say, just lay this out real quick. There's a wall there, and this right here drops down, and that's the ramp if they land. And then right about here, we want this to start coming up similar to maybe like that. So yeah, there's a wall that kind of protects the protects cargo from engineering. Don't need that, don't need that. There we go. And it kind of blends in right there, and then right about here it drops down and they can walk outside. It's kind of like the way I see it. I might probably go back a little bit more, maybe. We'll toy around with it. I'll need to double check my dimensions here because I think it was about 30 meters. If I remember correctly, I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 7, 28, 29, 30. So 30 puts us right about there, if I'm correct, about 30 meters long. Give or take, oops, give or take about maybe 2 extra meters there, 1, 2, then 2 meters here, 1, 2. So, yeah, we'll make it work. Um, up here, I mean, we got a lot of space, but we're going to probably estimate that we are going to stop. I mean, I'm trying to remember, think about, visualize technologically how much space engineering would take up, and it would actually almost really make sense that, yeah, in reality, I mean, well, let's look at it this way. We know that there must be a brig. I mean, Kirk says that there was a brig for this particular type of ship. So never knew Klingons took prisoners. I guess they do. That might be a misconception that I just came up with. They don't take prisoners. Oops. But there's a brig. There has to be crew quarters. I'm sure that 12 a dozen officers and men. That means there's probably about you know maybe the captain and the second in command might have their own quarters, but I guess all the other 10 remaining are probably sharing their own quarters or something. So we need like at least two set of rooms. We need like a mess hall, um, transporter room, armory. Let's say like if mess hall is, and I'm just going to just use this just to kind of set it out. Let's say like if the mess hall that they eat at's right about here. Let's actually go ahead and kind of make it where instead of having this large hallway, let's bring everything in a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. So here is maybe mess hall. You know, maybe make it a little bit bigger. On this side, let's say we bring out the transporter room out to there. And then we got, oops, let's bring out one more. There we go. Yeah, that looks a little bit better for a hallway. And then, there. Um, hmm. Maybe we might want to put crew quarters up here. I mean, downstairs is cargo and engineering access. Yeah, I think we could probably do crew quarters up in here. So mess hall, transporter room. Do we want the brig to be right next to their mess hall, eating hall? Maybe not, but let's say there's another room there. Let's extend both this one out since we already got that there. There we go. Like that. And then back into here can be engineering. Then we got engine components all back here. I'm going to guess, and this is just, once again, just laying it out. We're going to do engineering right about to there, or engines roughly about out to here. I mean, it's also very tall because you got your impulse, you got your warp engines. Um, let's go ahead and bring out. Tell you what, we'll bring out like one extra set of rooms right about to there. Yeah, okay, we'll bring out an extra set of rooms right to there, and then into here they go into engineering, where it's you know huge level. There'll be the the Klingon crystals chamber where they do their warp reaction and stuff. Um, I know that there was like from that room there was like a hallway that they walk through, which well, I'd probably make that would fit to work on this hallway. So this is the hallway they walk through, and in there is crew quarters, and everything. I could probably put like maybe two or three crew quarters or something else inside there, which still leaves this space here, was that space going to be used for? It's like, now that you really think about it, I never realized how spacious this thing would actually probably be. So, but I'm going to go ahead and cut off the episode right there. So, said I'm mentioned earlier. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'll probably go ahead and release this model as is for right now. I mean, with sparse interiors and with the exterior, as is. And for anybody that wants to use it, and either they want to come up with their own interiors, or if they just need the outside, they can use that. Um, I just got to look to see what type of places I could post it at. If any of y'all know, please leave a comment about what places I can post, world downloads and things like that. Um, Maybe the Minecraft forums. I'm not 100% positive. I'll look into it. But I'm going to continue working on the interiors, and then I'll release the whole model. So there'll be interior with and without interiors, um, except for what we have currently right now. I'll leave everything that I currently got. So basically, it's a world download. Is what we have right now. I'll release that, but I'll continue to work on it. Um, I might, by hopefully for the next episode, I will actually also have at least these two doors working to where they'll work just like in you know, in kind of real life, or not real life, but like in the show where you walk up to it and they automatically open and close behind you, which I'm planning to use command blocks. And I'm going to have it where the command blocks are going to be installed actually with this ship in the engineering section. So, therefore, if you model this entire ship, the command blocks will go with it. So this ship can work wherever you put it, because you don't have to spawn command blocks near your spawn point, you know, to keep it loaded in the entire time. In order for it to work, it'll be with the ship. So as long as you're with the ship, they should work. So we'll take a look at that in the next episode. Now by then, hopefully, take a look online for some more interiors, because how to lay this out. Cause I got to keep in mind that these are the walls, so this is actually the usable space. So if we have a table, which frankly for a table, I'm just going to, we did something like that for the tables. That would actually look pretty cool. Oops, no. There. Oops. And there. Yeah, I'll figure it out. So, anyways, once again, cancel the we're going to stop the episode right now. Once again, this is B-Bell Dan. This is the Burrell class Bird of Prey in Blender. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy it, and I will see you in the next episode.